Hello everybody, this is Clairvoyant Clarisse, and I'm happy to be able to join you again on this wonderful Monday. Hey, happy Monday everybody. Definitely going to be an exciting week. We have a lot going on. I wanted to give you a little brief idea. I'm going to be working on a new topic of dreaming in daylight, and for many years I've been seeing unusual things in everyday life that reminded me of dream interpretation, where when we see something in our dreams we look it up, and there's thousands of books on dreams and dream meanings. So what I noticed was a big trend over the last 5 years of things appearing to be messages from spirit, messages from the universe, your guardian angels, things coming through in the daytime, in everyday life. So I would like to take you with me on this nice journey of learning to, number one, pay attention to what's going on around you. Notice and observe. If you see something unusual, do you ever ask yourself what it could mean? Or do you say, oh, that's just an alligator crossing the road, that doesn't mean anything to me? Well, honey, it could mean a lot to you. It could be a warning. It could mean be aware of sharp objects. We're seeing so many synchronicities every day. You may be feeling deja vu. You may be feeling really off balance, not knowing why are you so out of sync. Well, your inner self is teaching you, showing you the way. But sometimes you don't realize that all these things are happening, and so you just kind of shrug it off. You tell yourself, oh well, I'm definitely gonna need to have more coffee, I need more sleep. You're gonna be saying things like that to yourself. So what I'm hoping to do is to take a few topics in the coming videos and try to explain some of the things, like what does deja vu really mean? Are we living in a matrix? Why do you keep seeing the same signs over and over and over in the daytime? If you see the same symbols in a dream over and over, it means it's much more significant. If you try to ask yourself, okay, this is the daytime. Am I having a vision, or is it like a day dream? There you go. And we need to know, how do we tell the difference? Was it your imagination? Because sometimes we drift and we get into the zone where we're kind of in between awake and asleep, especially driving. Watch out for that. So look at, how are you approaching your life? Pay attention, because there can be some things where even a small touch on your shoulder that you ignore, you look around, nobody's there, so you ignore it. I believe that spirits, in particular of loved ones, are trying to reach out and give us information, but we are so in a hurry and almost in a blur because we're so busy with trying to do things, trying to work, trying to be a parent. We need to know if we get a certain feeling. Like I have a spirit guide that always will just touch my cheek. And she's very loving. I believe it's my great-grandmother. But why are some of these things appearing? Why are you feeling like somebody called your name and nobody's there? I'm talking about in daytime. Because you know how we have predictive dreams, precognition, things like that, lucid dreaming. I believe the universe and the spirit side of life is giving us new hope, new thoughts and renewal through these things. So by seeing symbols along the way, like today, especially if it looks out of place, there was a beautiful dragonfly completely out of place in my bathroom. Okay, time to pay attention to the metamorphosis of the self, to remember who you are, not what you used to be, but who are you today. Get back in the present moment. Get back into allowing yourself to grow and evolve. Don't try to keep being the old you. Not going to work. There are new vibrations, new frequencies. You have changed on the inner level so much that now even you're beginning to see it. You may have people say, hey, are you wearing a different eye makeup, or did you change your hair? You look different. Well, tell them you have started using a different makeup. Tell them anything you want to tell them, but because some people are not ready to hear that your vibration has changed so much that you have changed, darling, at a cellular level. There are people you could say, wow, I'm really evolving, and I'm grateful for all the changes, all the positive things in my life. I'm so grateful that God is blessing me and everybody else. Because when we are blessed, other people are blessed. And sometimes we forget that. The Spirit will communicate with you in so many different ways. Sometimes you can be driving down the street, and this is no joke, this happened to me. And I was having a regular day, I was not trying to be in a trance or anything like that. And you're just driving around, and all of a sudden, on the hood of my car was this magnificent wolf with gold eyes baring its teeth at me. So I hit the brakes as hard as I could. I was so startled. At that exact moment, a red van ran a red light and went right in front of me. They would have center punched me. I was so shaken, I had to pull over to catch my breath, to process what had just happened. See, sometimes our helpers and guides have to show up to help us. And there's no time to give you a warning. There's no time to give you a lesson. Okay, now this is how we're going to do it. It just happens. Usually it's in a life-saving event or something important. I was so grateful that I did not get hurt in that accident. I did a lot of prayers. And I just sat there for a while shaking and praying. You're going to see that Spirit communicates with you more and more and more. Now, some people believe we're living in some kind of a simulation. Well, does it really matter what we're living in? The point is we're here. And we really need to make the best of it, to be able to enjoy life to the ultimate, not to dumb ourselves down. So here's to learning new things. Here's to growing. Here's to being excited about the new way life is unfolding for us. Focus on looking around yourself today. Focus on anything. Pay attention. Anything unusual gets your attention. This is not homework. This is joy work. It's about realizing you are unique in all the world, and these symbols are being sent especially for your good. I look forward. I'm really happy that we're going to be able to do this journey together. And I ask you, my friends, if you would like to do this and you enjoy thinking and speaking about dreams, join me. Please subscribe to this channel and pay attention to your dreams, but be aware that you are dreaming in daylight now. I love you. I send my blessings to everyone. God bless you.